No. It really sounds like you don't want them. Hey, everybody who's listening right now, or is going to listen, who is better? The X-Men Magneto from the earlier versions of X-Men 1, 2, and 3, or the X-Men Magneto from the future past, First Class, and all those? Please let us know which one is better. Because I'm trying to tell this man the OG version is the best Magneto. He was the real OG. You can't bring in a new Magneto.
Start episode.
You can't bring in a new one, bro. Oh my God. Let's get into it.
You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E Podcast. You here with your boy Q Hicks right now, and I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Q&E Podcast. We got a lot of sports news coming in. I just want to get my rant off. You know what I'm saying? Buccaneers fan, born and raised. We won the Super Bowl, dog. I ain't got no Bucs gear with me right now. If I had a flag, I'd be waving the flag all over the place. Brady got 7 rings. We got championship number 2. We proved all the doubters wrong. I remember a lot of y'all said we're gonna be 8-8. We barely gonna make the playoffs if we even make the playoffs. And then we were on the road to Washington. Bucs gonna get upset. Washington gonna be the team that beat y'all. Beat them. Went to New Orleans. Man, we swept them during the regular season. It's gonna be the same thing. Yep, since y'all last home too. And then went to the north to Green Bay and upset the MVP of the league. And then what happened next? Pat Mahomes and the unstoppable Chiefs offense couldn't even get a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Just clap it up for the Bucs, dog. Elite defense. We got the GOAT quarterback. Man, what a time to be alive. What a time. You can go ahead.
Once again, you put Tom Brady and the Bucs above your ancestors. I'm really ashamed of you. We have to start all these episodes by saying Happy Black History Month. They only given us 28 days, so we got to say Happy Black History Month before we do anything.
Hey, we have a lot of black players on the team. Shout out to
Don't try to backtrack, Doc.
All them boys. Oh, and real talk, shout out to the entire black coaching staff under Bruce Arians, Byron Leftwich, Todd Bowles, our special teams coach who was black. Shout out to the women coaches that we got on our team, just all the amazing black coaches and all the women coaches that we got on our team. We really made history with that. So shout out to the Buccaneers for making history in so many ways. First team to win a Super Bowl at home. We just had an amazing run this year, so I'm really proud of us. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all them coaches paving the way. Hopefully they can get some jobs next year. We're going to dive into it. I got a topic for it. But before we dive into anything else, definitely check us out tomorrow, Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Dash Radio. Definitely tap into the Nothing But Net station. We will be on at 9 a.m. Once again, that is Dash Radio app, or you can go to dashradio.com/nothingbutnet, NOTHINBUTNET, and definitely check us out. But I guess we can just start off where you picked it up at with the Super Bowl 55 reaction. How surprised were you with the Mahomes performance and just the collapse of the Chiefs, bro?
Honestly, I was very surprised. I expected both teams to score over 28 points. The Bucs failed that prediction, but the Chiefs failed. It was a complete meltdown offensively for the Chiefs. I did not expect only 9 points. I expected at least 3 to 4 touchdowns from Pat Mahomes in that offense. Granted, he didn't have 2 or 3 starting offensive linemen, but we hold Patrick Mahomes to that standard of greatness to where, hey, you got to make it work. You still got all your receivers. You still got your running backs. Make it work. And you still great. You ain't hurt. So just make it work. I'm not going to say, oh, he ain't have all his linemen, so that's the reason why they couldn't score any touchdowns. Like, no, I'm not going to give him that excuse because we have to hold them to the same standard that we hold Brady, A-Rod, and all of them to right now. So no excuse for the Chiefs on why they didn't score, even though it was very sad to see. I was expecting a much closer game.
That was my biggest takeaway, bro. Patrick Mahomes really got to see how it's like on most of the teams in the NFL. When it wasn't a perfect situation, this is what most quarterbacks are going up against, bro. Not to that same extent, because it felt like every time he was dropping back, bro, they was on his head. Like, I have never seen Patrick Mahomes.
He had a Russell Wilson experience.
That's who he really looked like. He looked like Russell Wilson the whole night, but he really got to experience what the regular quarterback goes through. I think a couple of his linemen were out, but like you said, bro, he has to overcome. We are painting him as the next great quarterback. He has to overcome and has to show up in those moments. His wide receivers didn't show up to play. Tyreek Hill got shut down. Kelsey, he ended up with some good stats, but he really was obsolete throughout the whole game. Really, I really didn't even notice him that much. Right. So it's just like, man, the Bucs did a hell of a job.
Too.
Dropped a lot of him and Tyreek Hill dropped a lot of passes. So it's just like the Chiefs did not show up to play at all. Patrick Mahomes didn't show up. The defense didn't show up. It was really a complete domination what we seen on Sunday, bro. And I really don't know what else to say. I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought the Chiefs were going to do what the Chiefs do. Score every time. That defense showed up, though.
I just want to give this prediction right now. I said it all weekend, and I'm going to say it again. Before everybody jumps on the train next season, I'm going to say it right now. Devin White is the best linebacker in the league, hands down. I don't want to hear no more talk about it. Devin White is the best linebacker in the National Football League. And it will be way more evident at the beginning of next season when he gets to have the championship belt season under him, and going into the new season, everybody's going to be like, hey, this defense is still rolling, and Devin White is going to be the head of that ship.
Yeah. And it's funny because we were just having that conversation about Levante David last week and why he doesn't get that Pro Bowl attention and things like that. And I told you, it's because he doesn't win. When you don't win, you don't get that type of attention, and you don't get heralded as being one of the greatest linebackers or best linebackers in the game. But like you said, he got the championship under his belt now. So all the eyes are going to be on Levante David moving forward if he comes back with the Bucs, and Devin White. So now Devin White can really make a Hall of Fame resume starting right now. Like, he's already had 2 good years. I feel like he should have been All-Pro this season. So if he keeps building on that, he can easily walk into the Hall of Fames. Y'all got y'all next Derrick Brooks, bro. There's nothing that y'all can say. He shut down Kelsey. Plain and simple. Shut down Kelsey. Shut down the run the whole season. And I don't see it sliding anytime soon. He will continue this trend.
And shout out to Mike Evans. Mike Evans announced to Bruce Arians and publicly that he's willing to take a pay cut to keep.
I don't know how much I like that, bro.
As much of
I don't like how much I like that
team together as possible, he's going to take a pay cut. Not saying he'll just take a pay cut to keep everybody, but if it's that 1 or 2 players that they're really trying to keep, he'll give up however much money he needs to. And I feel like that's the best thing to do with having Brady right now, because as long as you got Brady, Super Bowl is the standard right now. So
I don't know how much I like that, because the time span in the NFL is so short, bro. You don't have that much time to really get your money. So you trying to give away some money to keep everybody else. Like, that's some ownership. Let the owners and the GMs handle that. Like, I'm trying to get my money. I understand he's trying to be unselfish and all that, but man, my time in the NFL not long. I'm trying to collect these coins while I can, bro. But I'm telling you, ain't gonna get too many big contracts after this.
He just finished year 7, bro. Like, he got
how many big contracts does he have left? Yes, this is year 7.
I know. I'm just saying though, it's like you 7 years in and you're just now saying this. Now, if he done said this like twice in his career already, then it's like, yeah, no, you don't need to say nothing like that no more. But after 7 seasons, this is the first time that you're actually saying something like this. I don't blame him for that, because he knows as long as Brady's there, like I said, they got a chance to go all the way again if they want to. So until Brady goes, I don't blame him for that.
Because I'm just thinking, like, how much money he really going to give up now? Like, how much money he going to give up? Because that's really going to make a difference in somebody else's salary.
Right.
Like, you trying to bring back Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin, he going to cost some money to come back. Like 14, 15 million. Like, so how much we talking about Mike Evans giving up? You trying to bring it back a Levante David, a Leonard Fournette? How much money is he really trying to give up to get everybody, or to get some people to come back?
I think Antonio Brown a free agent too.
I think Antonio Brown gone. I honestly think Fournette gone.
I think AB staying. AB loves Tom Brady so much, and vice versa. Brady loves AB. I just feel like Brady has never given up on AB, and I just feel like they're gonna stick. If anybody out of all them players gonna stay, it's gonna be Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown. Everybody else is like, I can't blame them for wanting to go somewhere else if they want to get paid. But it's gonna be contenders like next. Exactly. As long as Brady is playing at Tampa, Bucs are contenders for the championship every year. So I don't blame Mike Evans for wanting to take a pay cut.
I want to speak too soon about that, man, because it's a lot of times where it's hard to get back. I don't care who you got at quarterback. It's hard to get back to that mountaintop, man. So especially speaking from a Carolina fan, we got that 1 year. I thought we was coming back the next year, or at least the year after that. and that shit was a steep decline, bro. So I'm telling y'all right now, don't get y'all hopes up. Y'all had a good season. Just bask in this success for right now. Don't look too forward. Yeah, don't look too ahead of what's going to happen next, but definitely bask in this success. They're going to be contenders next year, but just don't think too far ahead, because I'm telling y'all, the Super Bowl hangover is real. It's definitely real, dog. So don't get too used to it. But damn, you had said something. But what was up with Tom though, bro? He was running up on Tyrann Mathieu during the game. Like, hey, what's going on with Tom, dog? Tampa getting a little too much in my dog, man.
My boy from Florida now, so you know he just Tampa in him. That boy got that Tampa St. Pete blood.
Because he was talking shit before the game to Tyrann Mathieu. And then everybody was acting like Tyrann was the one instigating shit. But Brady was the nigga really instigating shit. Like, bro, Brady out here acting different, bro. I ain't never seen Brady do that before.
And I seen what Tyrann Mathieu had tweeted and took down. He tweeted something and deleted it, talking about Brady said something like to him that he's not gonna repeat what he said, like trying to make it sound like Brady said something racist. And I'm like, y'all know Brady mic'd up, right? And I feel like that's why Tyrann Mathieu took that tweet down, because I'm like, Brady mic'd up, bro. You better not keep that tweet up, because they will.
I mean, why did Brady apologize yesterday? Didn't he say Brady? Didn't Brady say he apologized? Yes, he did.
I ain't seen nothing about Brady
apologizing. Bro, yes, huh? They said Brady. They said
if he did, send it to me. If he did, send it to me.
Bro, they said Brady apologized to Tyrann Mathieu over text. They said they apologized. I don't know what was said though. I don't know if it was any racist shit or if he just apologized for talking shit.
If it wasn't no racist shit, I don't see no reason for Tyrann to be upset, because everybody talk shit during the game, bro. Like, if he call you a bitch, okay, I'm sure that's not the first time he called a bitch. So I feel like he was saying that because he was probably trying to get a notion that Brady said something racist, and I don't know. I doubt that. I honestly doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think Brady said. I mean, I don't know. He is MAGA Tom though. But I don't know.
At all the points in your career where you could have said something racist, you wait all the way to the end of your career till now to finally say something racist. I feel like, honestly, that's why he took the tweet down, because I'm like, no, Brady was mic'd up the whole game, and they'll definitely pull that clip up if Brady.
They're not pulling that clip up, bro. If he said something racist, they're not pulling that clip up, bro. Man. That junk is staying in the clips, bro. That junk is not going anywhere, bro. If he said some racist shit, they not, especially on Tom Brady, they're not letting that shit go, bro. Hell no.
I don't think he said nothing crazy like that. He probably cussed him out, called him a bitch or whatever.
That's what I feel like too. I feel like he called him a bitch or something. I'm gonna go at your neck or some shit along those lines, because he definitely was going at him in that first half.
He walked away from him and was pointing at him. I'm like, yeah, bro, you did. You decided to just say this for the game, dog. Brady,
he didn't. Like I said, Brady came in with that mindset that I'm gonna kill anybody in my way. But Tyrann Mathieu was just the nigga. He was just gonna kill. Like, that was just it. Like, it wasn't Tyrann Mathieu's fault. Everybody was trying to build it up like it was Tyrann, but it was just Brady was just coming to kill shit. Like, period. But let's dive into this conversation, bro. Who's the real GOAT? The GOATiest of GOATs, man. So Tom Brady got 7 rings. I don't think he's ever going to get touched in football. But now everybody's saying, is he the GOAT of all GOATs? Over the Michael Jordans, even over the individual sports like the Serenas, the Tigers. Is Tom Brady the GOATiest GOAT?
Honestly, it's not a bad thing to say yes, but personally, me, I would say no. I honestly would have Serena Williams as my overall GOAT. Like, the GOAT of all GOATs, it would be Serena Williams. If I had to give a top 5 right now in order, Serena Williams, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Usain Bolt,
Phelps, Biles.
I was about to say it was either gonna be Phelps or not Usain. It was either gonna be Phelps or Tiger at the 5th spot, and then Simone Biles would probably be like 6.
I think it's so hard to compare a team sport to an individual sport, because it's an individual sport. All you have to rely on is yourself to get the job done. But with a team sport, bro, you got to rely on others to get the job done. You don't know if they're going to come to play, if they're going to come to perform and things like that. So I think it's really hard to compare a team and individual sport, because I seen there was a lot of back and forth on that when people were trying to give Brady praise. Everybody was saying Serena or Tiger or whoever, but I think it's just hard to compare. And I really don't think you can compare them, because it's just different. Like you say, Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowl rings. Like, how do you equate that to 23 major championships by Serena Williams? Like, how do you equate that? Like, does that even add up? Do they even equal? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. So in my opinion, I say it's Brady. because I've never seen it before. I've never seen it with Serena, but in a team sport, I've never seen 7 Super Bowl rings, bro.
Right.
I've never seen it. I've seen most of these in my lifetime too. So it's just like I gotta go with Brady as the GOATiest GOAT. I know it's Black History Month and all that, so everybody rocking with Serena, but I still got to give my GOAT praise to Brady, bro. I still got to. I understand. I'm gonna get some backlash for that.
Even in the individual sports, like you got Roger Federer. Like I know a lot of people have him in their top 5.
Nadal,
Cristiano Ronaldo, like all these types of players. Like and soccer is a team sport. Now that's a team sport. It's hard to just carry a team. Like I'm not gonna lie. Would I say it's low key harder than football? You can make that argument.
I don't watch soccer. I really don't watch soccer, so I don't know if it's harder than football. Honestly,
no, like if you like really sit and watch it, you'll be like, damn, like this is very. You could compare football to soccer.
That's what I'm saying. You can't carry anybody in football, but everybody has to do their job, and everybody has to be on one accord to win a championship.
But everybody has to be on one accord in soccer too. But you can still be that individual that stands out. Same thing with basketball. At the end of the day, it's gonna take the team, but one player still low key can.
But I think it's easier to control things in basketball than it is football. That's why I put Brady above the basketball GOAT, whoever you want to put, MJ or LeBron. I got Brady over them because it's 11 players or 22, really, when you think about offense and defense, that everybody has to do their job. You can control things when there's 5 players on the court on your team. You can control the pace. You can get the ball every time down the court. You can control a lot especially when you're a two-way wing like a Jordan and like a LeBron, which you can control a lot. But with Brady, he really doesn't have that much control. He just has to do his job and has to do it well for them to win. He has done that 7 times. I think it's easier in basketball than in football, so I give Brady more credit than I would a basketball GOAT. But like I said, it's hard for me, man. I can go back and forth on the Serena and Tom thing. I'll say Tom since you said Serena, but that's time to rock out, though. Let's move on to some other football news. Wentz to Chicago. They said Wentz was supposed to get traded in the coming days. I really don't know how to feel because some Eagles fans say that he's not going to get traded, and then other fans say they don't want him to get traded, but the front office, somebody in the front office doesn't like Wentz, and Wentz doesn't like him. I forgot his name, but that's the beef that's going on right now. But he's looking to get traded. So how do you feel about it?
I honestly didn't see that coming. I've been one of the people saying that I thought Wentz would have to stay just because they put so much money into him that they're going to have to keep him and Hurts. That was my thoughts on it. But ever since this news came out about Wentz to Chicago, it's like, hey, do what y'all can do. If y'all can find a way to make this money situation work and not have it be a total loss, then just cut your losses and do what you can to get that trade to go through. But if they do trade Wentz, I really hope they don't bring anybody in above Jalen Hurts. I hope they would keep Jalen Hurts as the starter at that point. So that would be my only take from the situation as far as what they should do in the future if that trade happened.
He said it's then Trubisky, if I spelled that right.
Nah, bro.
Trubisky is not the guy. No, I don't know. Hey, DQ, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
No,
my boy. Hey, Trubisky, not it, my boy.
Jalen Hurts got to start, bro. Jalen Hurts has to start.
Hell no, Trubisky, not it, my boy. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but what do you feel like is the best landing spot for him? You know, he got Chicago, you got Indianapolis. What you got? I heard Houston could do a swap for him and Carson Wentz. Maybe that's an option. And
Indy sounds good. I wouldn't mind seeing Wentz at Indy. I had Matthew Stafford going to Indy before the LA trade happened, but I could definitely see Wentz in Indy. He kind of gives me when healthy, he gives me kind of an Andrew Luck type of feel, and I feel like the system will work well for him. Like they had to work for Luck when he was playing.
Oh yeah, Wentz is better than who? Trubisky?
Yeah. That's what he was saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, we all do that.
Yeah.
We thought you said Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm thinking you said something else, right? I'm thinking you said, yeah.
Better than Hurts. Wow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. Yeah. But I think Chicago is the best fit, and I think it can translate to. That's tough. Because the Colts really have no missing pieces, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If you just drop Wentz in that and Wentz stays
both teams really have no missing pieces.
I don't know. I trust Indy better, though, than Chicago.
That's tough. Because I think they're asking for a first-round pick, too.
The situation in Indy would be better as far as, like, getting into the playoffs because who's in their division? Houston, trash.
Titans.
The Titans would probably be their only competition.
Yeah, and the Jags. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. And the Bears.
So you only got one team that you're fighting with. with the Bears, you got
all you worried about is the Packers.
who else in that division?
You're not worried about the Vikings.
Sleep.
You're
Vikings.
not worried about the Vikings and Captain Kirk. You're not worried about the Vikings. No, you're not.
Vikings always put up a fight, though. We're not going to sit here and cap. Like, the Vikings don't give you a fight throughout the regular season and always battling for a playoff spot. We're not going to act like that. In that AFC division, you definitely got the Jags and Houston who are trash. So you only got one team
going to Indy. Bro, I need Deshaun to go to Miami. I damn near said Atlanta. You fucking me up with that. Deshaun need to go to Miami, dog. That's his perfect fit. If he get to Miami, I'm finna get me a Deshaun jersey. It's finna be lit. They're winning the ship. I'm gonna call
either Deshaun or Cam Newton is going to Atlanta. I'm finna keep saying it until one of them.
They're not getting rid of Matt Ryan, bro.
they need to. I don't think they will, but they need to. I'm trying to speak it into existence.
Who's going to Indy though? I feel like that going to Indy. Two Geek Wiggins. I feel like that going to Indy, bro. We can talk about Dak too, because they trying Dak over there with the Cowboys, not having him in that video or whatever. Tua playing good in Miami. Nah, bro said Tua playing good in Miami. They was yanking him in the middle of games. I don't think
that's not his fault. I don't feel like that's Tua's fault, bro. That
was the coach's fault. But bro, what are we talking? What are we talking about here? We talking about Tua playing good. If you can get Deshaun Watson, you better get Deshaun Watson, my nigga. I don't care what Tua doing.
If you can get Deshaun, you then obviously go for Deshaun. But I'm just saying, like, Tua was getting pulled unfairly. It's not like he was just playing so terrible that he had to get pulled.
I think that was a situation. He was getting pulled.
Bro.
If you put in Fitzpatrick for Tua, he was playing terrible.
But I'm saying, like, they didn't give him a chance to play full games. With these white quarterbacks, you give them a chance to play a full game terribly. Don't make it worse by pulling him out. Like, I don't feel like it should have been, especially when you benched Fitzpatrick to start him. Just let him, and he young, bro. Just let him get his L's. He gonna have to take hard L's eventually.
Nah, yeah, I feel like the Dolphins was going through a tough time last year because they had a tough time going through if they wanted to like develop Tua, if they wanted to win games. Like they were in a playoff race, they really overachieved. They didn't know what they wanted to do, so they were trying to develop Tua, but Fitzpatrick was the best quarterback for them to win games right then because he knew how to get the job done in those moments. And it was games where Tua was just not playing well, and Fitzpatrick came in and gave them a jolt of energy and pulled out a couple of games that they really needed to at least get them closer to being in the playoffs. So I don't know, bro. If you can get the chance, if you can get Deshaun Watson, get Deshaun Watson, bro. I don't care what you got to give up. As a Tua and a couple of first, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, bro. Bro said Miami straight with Tua. I'm not mad at it. If they do stick with Tua, I'm not mad at it, though. If they still, because y'all gonna have all the first round picks.
I totally agree with what you say. If you have the opportunity to get Deshaun, I wouldn't be mad at you, but it's not a bad thing to stick with Tua because he is a future and he has talent similar to Deshaun. Obviously, Deshaun is better, but you know what I mean when I say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm hearing that they don't even want to trade Deshaun. Like they're not even talking to other teams. They say other teams calling Houston, and Houston not even entertaining calls about Deshaun right now.
And Deshaun do not want to be there, and Houston need to do everything they can to get that man out of there. Because I ain't finna say he gonna tank on purpose, but if that man got an I don't care attitude while he playing,
he's not showing up.
He's not showing up. Like he'll sit out. I honestly feel like he would sit out. The damage is done. His relationship with Houston is done.
But I did see that Houston their president ended up stepping down. So hopefully when they get a new president, they can trade him. So the new president actually realizes the situation because obviously the old president didn't because he's trying to get out of there because he knows it's going to be a dumpster fire next year. He already knows. Damn, so many quarterbacks want out. Papa Russ. He talking about he wants some say in the organization. They not listening to him. He tired of getting hit and things like that. So does Papa Russ want out? And where are his landing spots?
I don't think Russ wants out. I think he just wants the front office to hear his voice and hear what he has to say and give him the pieces that he wants. I can't see Russell Wilson in any other uniform other than a Seattle Seahawks uniform.
I could have said the same thing for Brady.
But again, like I said, it took Brady 40-something now. Like, is it really that crazy to see him go to a different team at this point?
Yes, bro. After winning 6 Super Bowls? Yes, bro.
Like you towards the end of your career. It ain't like you got a lot left in the tank to where it's like, hey, you still definitely lead a team to the Super Bowl. Like with Russ, it's like, hey, you can still be the like biggest difference maker with this team. Like if Russ was to leave Seattle, they're plummeting with playoff hopes and everything. So I feel like he needs to stay.
Hey, I heard Sierra trying to go out there to New York. I don't know which New York she trying to go to, but I heard she trying to go out to New York. No. Hey, Russ can make something shake in New York. New York showing some promising signs this year. They can get rid of Daniel Jones, get a couple draft picks. I heard Sierra want to go out to New York. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm hearing that. That's the word on the streets.
Terrible.
That's what the streets saying. That's what the streets saying, bro. I can't see him going anywhere other than New York. I can see New York.
I can't see him going anywhere. I feel like
see him in a Giants jersey.
He's gonna retire in a Seattle uniform. I don't see that man going anywhere.
Bro, it's funny because I think we're getting in this kind of NFL where it's going to turn into the NBA, especially for quarterbacks. Like they're going to start to switch teams way more often than what we're used to. We're used to a lot of quarterbacks staying with one team and probably towards the end they leaving. But I think we're going to get to a point where like half of their career they're with one team and then like organization and then the player start to go different ways, bro. I really think that's going to become the trend. What we're seeing with Deshaun, maybe with Lamar, if some shit happens, I can really see that with some quarterbacks moving forward. Where it's going to be like the NBA. If y'all not giving me the help I need, if y'all not listening to me, I'm about to jet. I'm not sitting here, bro. It's way more leverage in this NFL now, way more mobility, and I think we're seeing it. Deshaun is going to get traded. I don't care what Houston talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think that's coming in the future. Papa Russ, he's not getting traded. They're not traded. They'll be dumb as hell to trade Papa Russ because without him,
that's it. Without him, playoff hopes are down. Like you just rebuilding at that point, you might as well rebuild all the way completely. Because
y'all already don't have a defense. The defense was terrible last year. So if y'all don't have a quarterback, Russell Wilson is the top 5 quarterback. If y'all don't have him, what are we talking about? Pete Carroll gonna retire. Pete Carroll gonna retire if that nigga leave, bro. That shit not happening. That shit is not happening. All right, bro. This is what I was talking about. They had this conversation on Get Up. Should we start hiring coaches after the Super Bowl? Like you said earlier, Byron Leftwich, Todd Bowles, special teams coach is black. And they were saying that more black head coaches could possibly get head coaching jobs if they waited until the day after the Super Bowl to actually start hiring and start interviewing for the head coaching positions. So how do you feel about it?
I mean, it makes sense. You know, I wouldn't want to try to interview somebody and I know they're about to play in the Super Bowl within the next week or within the next couple of days. Because I feel like if you go and accept the job offer, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like you're not going to be mentally all the way there when the Super Bowl comes, if that makes sense, because you got a new job opportunity now. And I don't know if I can trust if you all the way in it when the Super Bowl comes. So because you know you're going to be a head coach somewhere else. I feel like you still have something to prove when you get to the Super Bowl. So I feel like waiting until like the day after or the week after the Super Bowl to interview for head coaching jobs, I wouldn't mind. I just feel like it gives you an extra game to put on your resume if you win. Or even if you lose and your offense or defense performs well.
I honestly don't think anything would change because the problems will still be organizational. Like the organization still wouldn't want black head coaches. And that's the problem that we have to get used to, bro. We have to get accustomed to. It's nothing that's like, it's not a date issue. Like if y'all change the dates, these still same white coaches would get the jobs over the black coaches, period. Even after what we've seen, the white coaches would still get the job because they do not want a black head coach to be the leader of an organization. I don't know why, but these white people do not think black men can be the leaders of other black men. That's just how it is. That's just how they view us. So I still don't think even if they change the date to after the Super Bowl, anything would change. I truly don't. I think it would make a difference because I don't think David Culley would have a job if they were to wait this long, because I think he was just the best out of what was available at that time. David Culley was. Like, I don't think he was at the top of anybody's list coming into this head coaching search. The dude from Detroit, I don't think he was at the top of anybody's list, but they were just the best out of the available crop other than the black names like the Bieniemys, and nobody was even thinking about Byron Leftwich and Bowles before they won this Super Bowl. So I think that's how Culley and dude from Detroit got the jobs, but I still don't think it's a date issue. I don't think anything would change because it's still organizational.
I agree. It's still organizational and systematic racism at play. So I totally agree with that. I just feel like changing the date can be a positive side.
Possibly. Because I do feel like Bowles would have had a job. I do feel like Bowles would, especially after that performance. Like, I don't care if I like black people or not. I got to get this nigga in here. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how it would have been for Bowles. But I don't think that was just a rare occurrence what we seen. Like, you stopped the Chiefs, bro. Like, we got to hire you after you just completely stopped the Chiefs. We have to hire you. But I don't think that happens often with a lot of black head coaches. are black assistants or black offensive or defensive coordinators. I don't think that happens a lot. I truly don't. But it possibly could not change. What else? I think that's it for the first round of sports topics. Let's move on to Two Wild Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Two Wild Wednesday. What we got for today, man? Let me look. Two Wild Wednesday. I should already have these jump pulled up, man.
Well, I said I'm gonna pull them up too.
Oh, I already know what the first one was. Disrespectful. Or not disrespectful, but crazy as hell. Too wild as hell. Too wild as hell. Hey, and if y'all didn't hear me before this pod started, I asked this nigga Edgar, which one is better? The X-Men Magneto from the X-Men trilogy, the OG one from the early 2000s, or the X-Men Magneto from the future past and the first class X-Men? Which one is the better Magneto? Because I think one of them is coming back for WandaVision. So definitely tell us which one is best.
I don't think it's no, because you're taking what I'm saying out of context.
What are you saying then, bro?
I'm saying the best one to come into the WandaVision series. I'm not saying the best one to come into the series is the better one between the two. I love the performance of the old Magneto in the first trilogy, but I feel for the new wave of Marvel that we're about to see, I don't want that. I don't want that Magneto in this. Like, just make the Magneto that though. I just don't want I want the Magneto that we've seen in the recent X-Men movies and just make him look older. I feel like
I'm about to say he's so young though. Like he's the same age as Wanda.
Make him look old. Just make his hair gray and say he's
make
like
him look
50.
Old.
Say he's like 50 something and make his hair gray. It's not that hard. It's really
I want the OG. Like I don't.
And let his facial hair grow out or something like that. Something crazy. I don't know. It's not that hard. It's really not.
I don't want to see the young dude running shit. Like, nah, bro.
You want to see the old ass?
Yes, the OG. Yes, I want to see the OG. Bro, imagine if the OG was the one plotting on all of this shit that we're seeing in WandaVision. I would be hyped as fuck.
But if he ends up being Wanda's father, that would mean a dude old enough to be her granddaddy is her father. Because Wanda's 32 in this series, and that old ass Magneto is like 70 or 80 something.
So Magneto wasn't fucking bitches when he was 50? Yes, that could still possibly be her father, nigga. What are you talking about? And I told you this could be a different version. This might not even be a sexual pregnancy baby that Wanda is. They could have got her DNA like the same way they got Logan's DNA in that show. I'm telling you, Logan, the way he had his baby could be the same way Magneto has had Wanda. They got his DNA somehow. I'm telling you, that's how it is, bro. I'm just saying it.
Oh, that was so hilarious.
Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. No, Denisha, it ain't funny, bro. Because I'm trying to tell this nigga which one is better.
Anyways, on to the first poll.
All right, bro. What's the first one?
I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Go ahead.
You want to be disrespectful.
Go ahead.
Clint Capella should make the All-Star game this year. Too wild or not too wild?
You already know it's too wild as fuck.
Nope.
Too wild as fuck. Go ahead. Go with your
wild. Not too wild. And the votes were 62% not too wild, 38% too wild. And everybody agrees with me for the most part.
Hawks fan. It was a lot of Hawks fans on that joint. I seen them tweeting. I see them tweeting underneath that reply or underneath that tweet. It was a couple of tweets. I was like, this nigga attracted the Hawks fans. I see it. I see it. So that's how you got them. That's how you got them to pull in. Man, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel, though. That's how
Clint Capella is doing great this year. About 14 points, 14 rebounds a game, averaging 2.5 blocks a game. He's putting on a great performance. He's half of the reason, other than Trae Young, why the Hawks are winning games and where they are in the East right now. I can't ignore that. Bro.
I don't know, but I think I would give DeAndre Hunter more credit than I'm giving Clint Capella. I think I would give DeAndre Hunter more credit
up there too, but I got Capella up there at second right now. As far as the list of importance, Trae Young, Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter.
Because this was the question you asked. You had put Clint Capella should make the All-Star game. You should have put Clint Capella will make the All-Star game. I bet money would have been a change of votes. Probably. If you would have changed should and will, it would have been a change of votes because you're like should.
Last night you said he should be in my list, so that's why
he shouldn't. I don't think he shouldn't at all. I don't even think he should be in that conversation.
That's why I put should, because even though it was 38%, that's still a good amount of people out of the amount of votes we had. That's still a good amount of people who agree with you that don't think he even should be in it, let alone will or will he not make it.
Yeah, I don't think he should be. He said, My boy said most definitely should make the All-Star game.
Thank you.
Negative. That man should not be in there, bro. Y'all giving this man the Rudy Gobert effect, bro. Just because he got a double-double, I'm supposed to put him in? And he's on the middle of the pack Hawks. He's on the middle of the pack Hawks.
And we didn't expect the Hawks to make the playoffs before.
Yes, we did. We did expect the Hawks to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, you did. But I'm talking about the match.
No, most people did. At least to be in the 8th seed, bro. All that talent they brought in, people expected the Hawks to make the playoffs, bro. Yes, they did. People expected Hawks. But I'm look, y'all can say if he should make the All-Star game, but we're gonna get to the All-Star predictions, and I'm gonna get to why I'm mad at this nigga because he left some key names off his list.
I did.
That's it. He left some key names off his list. So y'all can say he should or should not make it, but Egger left some key names off. We're gonna get to it.
We'll get to it. Next poll, you can go ahead with the next one.
Deshaun Watson should be considered a top 5 QB going in the next season. Not too wild as fuck.
Too wild.
You was this one nigga. I knew it was you. Yeah. I knew it was you. I knew it was the one nigga to put too wild. I knew it was you, bro. I knew it was you. Why? Why?
Talent-wise, we know what Deshaun Watson can do. We know the amazing things he can do. But he has the same record in the playoffs right now as Lamar Jackson and everybody else who made it far in the playoffs this year or made it in the playoffs, period. I can't overlook them, bro. Over Pat Mahomes, A-Rod, Brady, Lamar, and Josh Allen, I'm not putting Deshaun Watson over any of those.
You're not putting Lamar? You're not putting Deshaun over Lamar?
No, not right now. No. It's not Deshaun's fault that his team was trash, but I can't overlook the fact that Lamar finally got the monkey off his back and won a playoff game against.
We got that monkey off our back a couple of years ago, though, buddy. We off that already.
Okay, we gotta give Lamar his just due for doing that this year. I'm just saying,
but
bro.
In terms of the full playoff picture, who has played better in the playoffs between the two? It is Deshaun. Deshaun has played better between the two in the playoffs. If we're going to go by playoffs, Deshaun has played better than the two. If
we're talking about stepping into the 2021 season, just based off of this past season that just ended.
Thank you, bro.
Deshaun better than Lamar, and
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You got to count the production that we've seen from Lamar, bro. He's still in my top 10 power rankings for quarterbacks. He's just not in the top 5. That's all I'm saying. Now, will he jump probably in the first 3 or 4 games of the season, no matter what team he goes on? Probably, if they start off good. But until then, I think I had him at like 7th.
Yeah, read off your list. Read off your list real quick.
Hold on.
Yeah, read off your list.
Let me go to it. My list was,
and especially when it comes to Deshaun, I think Deshaun can throw better than Lamar, bro. And I think we've seen it. We've seen it.
I will agree. Definitely.
That's why I think he's a better quarterback.
My list going into the 2021 NFL season: Pat Mahomes, number 1; A-Rod, number 2; Josh Allen, 3; Lamar Jackson, 4; Brady, 5; Russ, 6; Deshaun at 7; Kyler Murray, 8; Matt Stafford at 9; and Dak at 10. And the only reason I got Matt Stafford above Dak is because Dak coming off an injury, and I still don't even think the Cowboys will be that good whether he there.
I'm not mad at that though. I think even before the injury, I probably would have put Stafford, especially in his new situation. I think he's going to play well in this new situation. So yeah, he's going to play way better in this situation. So I'm not mad at the Stafford over Dak thing at all. It was just the Deshaun being at 7. That was way too low, bro. Deshaun at 7 under Brady too.
I would have put him over Russ, but if I just had to say which one is the better quarterback, right now I'm still leaning towards Russ. Even though
I would give you Russ.
I don't know. I had to put Mahomes number 1. Obviously, A-Rod won MVP, so he can't be less than 2. Josh Allen really impressed me this year. Did he have Stephon Diggs? Yes, but Josh Allen made a lot of key plays and did very well with leading the Bills this year. Their defense was straight, but we know that offense is the reason why they got to where they got in the playoffs.
I would give you that.
And Lamar and Brady rounded off my 5.
And then I would have Russ at 4, and then I would have Deshaun at 5. If going by yours, because I understand that you like Josh Allen, I would have him over Josh Allen. That's just how much I like Lamar. I'm a not Lamar, but Deshaun. That's just how much I like Deshaun. I would have Deshaun at 3 above Russ and that's my boy name, Josh Allen. I would just have them above them. But I still think he's top 5, even in consensus. I think he should be in the top 5 over Brady. I think he's better than Brady because he can run. He's athletic outside of the pocket as well, and I think he's better than Lamar.
I had Brady rounding off at 5 because he just won the championship.
Ooh.
And he he's still Brady at the end of the day. He can still do it. Kyler Murray. Ooh.
Hey, my boy said Kyler better than Lamar.
Ooh, no, I ain't gonna say that.
Hey, I was with you earlier in the season. Hey, 2 Geek, I was with you early in the season, but he fell off toward the end, so that kind of messed up my
I can't
rankings.
say Kyler better than Lamar right now. I can't.
Hey, at the beginning of next year, I'm gonna rock with you though. 2 Geek, I'm gonna rock with you because I do think he has more talent throwing the ball. Once again, it's all in the arm and actually playing quarterback. I think Kyler throws better than Lamar, and he has the athletic ability as well. But right now, I would have Lamar over him.
Who has the better receivers? Because other than Fitz, I don't know too many receivers
He got
on the Arizona. Hey, I can't count that in. He got better receiver options than Lamar right now. Lamar ain't even really got nobody to throw to. Yeah, you got Hollywood, but
I'm talking about if he showed you in the first season that he can throw that ball, no matter who his receivers was.
Yeah, I agree.
So when you get D-Hop, obviously your stats gonna be better, but he showed you in the first season that he can throw that rock better than Lamar.
I'm talking about overall quarterback play. I'm still picking Lamar, but if I had to say who the better passer is, it's Kyler. But I feel overall Lamar is the better quarterback right now.
That's the only thing. It's not the only thing because that's obviously a big thing, but the arm, man, the arm with Lamar is what slips him back. I think he's a top 7 when I had ended up doing my rankings. He was top 7, so I think I had him behind Brady as well. But I think he's a top 7, but I can't put him over quarterbacks that can do both, or somebody like Brady who's so consistent and so dominant with throwing the ball. I just can't put him over those quarterbacks. But he's top 7 though. That's not bad. But I can't put him over the other 6 though. All right. What's the next one, bro? The Utah Jazz are finals contenders. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild, bro. Not too wild. I'm telling y'all right now, the Utah Jazz are for real, and they got a chance to make it. They're not going to the finals, I don't think, but they could pose a threat and at least get to the Western Conference Finals. That's what I mean by finals contenders. They have a chance to at least get to the Western Conference Finals. They're the number 1 team in the league right now. And they won 16 out of their last 17 games, so they're really on a streak right now. And the way Donovan Mitchell playing, the way Rudy, I know you said I'm giving Clint Capella the Rudy Gobert effect right now, but Rudy Gobert is playing crazy right now. He's averaging a double-double and a couple blocks as well a game. And who else on that team? Off the top of my head,
Clarkson. You got Clarkson. You got Clarkson. Joe Ingles. Yeah,
he just had a big shot the other night against Boston last night. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's coming in and playing great with Utah right now. They really got a good chemistry. I got no contenders.
I don't. 2 Geek says conference finals contenders. I don't even have them as conference finals contenders. I'm still not convinced that they're even going to beat a Nuggets in the playoffs. I'm still not convinced of that. So I really can't tell you if they're going to be finals contenders. Because if it's a 3 versus 6 or a 2 versus 7 matchup that they got to play against the Nuggets, I don't know if they're getting past it. I truly don't. So I can't give them the finals. I really have to see it in the playoffs. And it's funny because it's a few teams like the 76ers, the Jazz, the Clippers, that we really have to see you in the playoffs to really start believing if this is for real. It's like, okay, you're doing this in the regular season, cool, but we really need to see it in the playoffs to actually get behind you and actually to believe the hype.
And that's how we look at Milwaukee right now. Like, that's how I'm looking at Milwaukee. That's how I'm looking at the Clippers, like you just said. Those are 2 teams for sure that I'm looking at. Like, hey, I don't give a damn what y'all do during the regular season. Like, you got to make it happen in the playoffs. Because if you can't, it's just like, hey, all right, y'all get these regular season wins and awards, but that's it. That's y'all ceiling.
All right, go ahead. What you said?
No, I was just saying that's just how we treat the Clippers and the Bucs right now.
Especially with PG. I'm not really questioning Kawhi. I feel like people are still questioning Kawhi and if he can be the guy. I'm not questioning Kawhi because I've seen him do it before in the past. But PG is who I'm really looking at. Like, PG, are you going to show up in the playoffs? Because the talent-wise, y'all still have the talent. Like, y'all are going to be everybody's sleeper going into this postseason, but PG has to show this in the playoffs. Has to show it in the playoffs, bro. All right. What else? What's the next one, bro? I lost it.
Is... Hold on, almost lost it. Oh, who's your MVP right now? Out of the poll has, you can name anybody if I don't got him on here, but Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, Joel Embiid, or Steph Curry, or if you got somebody else you feel should be on there, who you got for MVP?
Right now, I got to give it to Embiid, bro. It's definitely Joel Embiid. He is leading this 76ers team to the first place in the Eastern Conference, and I don't know anybody who's as dominant as him right now. Truly dominant. Like, he's carrying his team at this point, and I got to give it to Joel Embiid, bro, just for what he's doing. LeBron is coasting right now. I know LeBron is in that conversation, but he's coasting. The numbers really aren't there like they were in the past couple of seasons, but he's still the best player on one of the best teams in the West. And Steph Curry, I don't even think they're in playoffs right now, so I really can't give it to Steph Curry. But Jokic, he putting up the numbers, but I don't believe in the Nuggets like that.
I think the Warriors are still the 8th seed. They might be the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, but I think they're still at 8th. Either way, they're either right there in playoff contention or just under it. But I got to give it to Steph Curry, bro. There would be no playoff hope right now at all if Steph Curry was not playing. We already lost hope damn near with losing.
You could have said that about Embiid, too. Without Embiid, what are the Sixers? They not in this position, what we talking about right now.
That's true, but I feel like it's just way more impressive with Curry because Embiid can be that player that puts the team on his back and carries the team. We can't say the same about Steph Curry. Steph Curry has never given me that vibe of he can carry a team by himself. He's just never given me that vibe as one of those players. So that's why it's really impressing me that he's doing everything he can to even give them a hope of getting in the playoffs. And if they can get in the playoffs while he's averaging close to 30 points a game and having the amount of assists he's having a game and still finding a way for this young Warriors team to like make some type of noise in the West, I got to give him MVP right now. And I think somebody that we didn't put that should still get MVP looks, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant averaging close to 30 points a game. Yeah, you playing with Harden and Kyrie, and we have to look at the fact that Kyrie and Harden are eating too. It's not like he's taking away from them. Like, they're still at what, 4th seed in the West, I think? I mean, in the East, so they're still high in the East, and KD is averaging almost 30 points a game and having a comeback season of the year type of vibe right now. So I don't think we can ignore Kevin Durant.
I can't give it to Steph unless they're like a top 5 seed in the West. If they end up a top 5 seed in the West and he's putting up 30 points per game, cool. I'll give it to y'all that Curry the MVP. But if he's gonna be at the bottom of the West, just sneaking in there, I can't give it to Curry at that point. If he's just sneaking into the playoffs, I can't give it to him. And but you had showed me the stats yesterday, like his last 5 games, what Curry was averaging. I think it was 37, 5 and 5.
5 and 5, yeah.
But when James Harden was putting up those same type of numbers, he was in the MVP conversation, but he never won MVP like that. He put up 36 and 8 and 8 last year, and he didn't even win MVP on the top 1 seed in the West.
With James Harden, he was shooting twice as much as Steph Curry, and it was clearly ISO ball. And
is he shooting twice as much as Steph Curry?
Half of those points he was getting from the free throws, bro. Come on.
Why does it matter? He getting the points. You can say that about all these players in the NBA, bro. Trae Young eats off the line. Luka eat off the line. You can say that about all these players.
Harden, bro. Nobody doing it like Harden.
Come on, bro. You tripping, bro. You tripping, bro.
Harden ain't playing like that now. Obviously, being with KD and Kyrie, but we can't act like in Houston, bro. The man went shooting almost 20 free throws.
If you getting the points, bro, you getting the points. Period.
He getting the points, but I think how you get the points still matters somewhat at the end of the day.
He was putting up historic numbers, and we really glanced by it. He averaged 35 last year, bro.
You're the one touching the ball. 85%.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. It don't matter. 35 points per game. I don't care if you're touching it all the time. That's still difficult as hell to do, bro. Especially when people are locking in on you. He was getting double teamed a lot throughout the season as well. So he was forced to pass to his teammates throughout the season last year. And we still wasn't giving him this MVP love that we're forcing on Steph Curry, who is at a bottom team in the Western Conference. It felt like we were trying to not give it to James Harden, but it feels like we're trying to give it to Steph Curry right now when they were doing the similar things with their teams. And that's what I'm saying.
It's the difference, bro. I think it's a difference, personally.
I think it's the same thing.
So the percentage on that, who won the poll, though, y'all, was LeBron. LeBron winning the poll right now at 43%. Joel Embiid is second at 32%. Jokic is third at 16%. Steph Curry is last at 9%.
Yeah, we got to give Jokic some love, too. Like, I feel like Jokic putting up crazy numbers. I think he's putting up 28, 12, and 9 right now. Something crazy. Because he was averaging like a triple-double for one stretch in the regular season. Crazy shit. What's the next one?
The next one is the Dallas Mavericks are the most disappointing team this season. Too wild or not too wild?
It's got to be between them and the Heat. And I'll definitely say the Mavericks because, like I said before, I had them being the biggest threat to the Lakers coming into this season. And obviously, they're 13th in the West right now.
12th. I don't think did they play today? I don't
they're
think
playing right now.
So they're 12th right now, but if they lose, they'll be 13th.
Okay, so they're 12th in the West. And when I thought they were going to be a high-ranked team in the Western Conference, so obviously Luka is still putting up crazy numbers, but the team isn't coming together like I thought they would. So yeah, they're the most disappointing. Because even though Miami hasn't been playing as well, that was due to protocol shit. I feel like Dallas has had most of their team for this whole season, and they have had their best player, and they're still disappointed. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, they didn't have Porzingis, so I got to shoot them that bell. But when Porzingis came back, they still weren't playing as well.
I totally agree. I agree. It's not too wild to say this. 71% not too wild, by the way, on this poll. And I totally agree with everything you're saying. And it has to be, we have to put the blame on Luka in this situation because yes, you're the best player on this team. Yes, you are getting your stats. You averaging like over 25, 26 points a game, almost damn near 30 points a game.
Yeah, 30, yeah.
Yeah, close to a triple-double if I'm not mistaken. But your team, it's not translating to wins for your team, and that's the problem. You have to find a way to get everybody else involved and get everybody else more touches. If me and other people in the media, if we're going to give you that title of next face of the league, which I know he still can be, you have to find a way to have that effect of making everybody else around you better. Porzingis needs to step up, yes. I feel like he has to put his bat to the basket more and find a different way to be more effective. We don't need these long range shots from Porzingis right now. We need him back to the basket, giving a presence down low so Luka can spread the wings out a lot better. I feel like that's what has to happen for Dallas. But until Luka orchestrates that, Dallas is going to be at the bottom of the barrel this year and just disappoint everybody.
Yeah. I think something is going to kick in. I feel like Luka, like the more the season goes on, he will start to rev it up like he did last season. He'll start to get more in shape because I think that's one thing that's holding him back as well. He's not in shape, but he's still putting up these crazy numbers. I think he's going to get more in shape. And these last few games, Porzingis has been touching the paint more, and I like what I'm seeing from him. So I think that will create some type of chemistry between those two, and they will start to go on a run, even though they're losing right now to the Hawks. All right, bro, what's the next one?
Next one is Kyle Lowry will be traded to the Clippers by the trade deadline. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild because it's not too wild to see, but I don't think that's his best fit. I think his best fit is with Miami because I love the chemistry between him and Jimmy Butler, and that's the type of point guard that we need in Miami. I love Kendrick Nunn. I love what Kendrick Nunn can do, but we need an upgrade at the point guard position, somebody who I know is an all-star level player and is consistent every night. I love that from Kyle Lowry, and I want to see him on the Heat. Go ahead with your point.
I think it's not too wild. I agree with you. By the way, Too Wild won this poll with 50.
A lot of Raptors fans is in this. They don't want to let go. Don't want to let go of Mr. Raptor.
But I feel it's not too wild. I could definitely see him going to the Clippers. I do understand your point with the Heat. But if Kyle Lowry is trying to win right now and the Clippers, if they're trying to win right now, the Clippers is the best fit because I feel that's all that's missing from LA right now is a true point guard to compete with the other LA team and also make a true run to just go through the West. I feel the only people, well, not the only because it would be big pieces, but I feel like you would have to give up Lou Will and maybe Marcus Morris or Luke Kennard. It would have to be two players and like a second round pick. That's what you would have to give up for Kyle Lowry. And I feel like it'll be worth it because you got Kawhi at the end of the day. We consider Kawhi a top 3 player in the league. I feel like you should be able to miss maybe 1 or 2 bench players and still get the job done if you get somebody like a Kyle Lowry. And we're expecting Paul George to step up. So I feel the Stars.
I wouldn't say expecting. I wouldn't say expecting.
Oh, well, but
we're hoping.
We're hoping it's needed for you to step up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then one thing I said this on Q&E radio. I don't think the Clippers are the best fit because you're giving up so much bench depth. If you go with what Trey Edgar was saying, if you're giving up a Kennard, you're giving up a Lou, you're giving up your bench depth. Like the first person off your bench now is going to be a Marcus Morris and I think a Reggie Jackson. Like I feel like giving up Lou and a Kennard is big. And I don't think they need somebody like a Lowry. I said this before. I think if they get Alonzo Ball, I think the Clippers are making the championship. Truly. But this is on the fact of hoping for Paul George to step up. But I think if they get somebody who can spread the ball around, somebody who doesn't need to shoot the ball like Alonzo Ball, they will get to the finals. They will beat the Lakers. I really think they're a better fit for the Lakers this year if they get a true point guard, not Patrick Beverly. I think if they get Alonzo Ball, they go into the championship. Truly.
But I feel like Lowry can be that point guard too, bro, because there have been several nights where Lowry did not go on the scoring
But I'm not even saying that from that perspective. I just don't like the fact that I'm giving up to get Lowry. But right. I don't have to give up as much to get Lonzo Ball. I don't have to give up as much. So I can still keep that bench up. I probably got to give up Lou still, but I'm still keeping Kennard. I'm still keeping Reggie. I'm still keeping Marcus Morris. Actually, I get to keep Lou.
For Alonzo, I don't think you would have to give up Lou Williams. Would you have to give up maybe 2 other players? Possibly, but a Lou Will? No, you can give up 2 lesser names, but a Lou Will? No, I'm not giving up a Lou Will.
Probably.
No.
I don't know. So the mock trade I seen, they said they was giving up Lou, and the mock trade I seen for Lonzo, they was giving up Lou. But I think JJ Redick was in that trade or something along those lines. So I don't know. That's just the trade I remember.
Redick had to be in that trade. If you're giving up Lou Will, you ain't giving up Lou Will for Lonzo Ball straight up. That's not happening.
Oh, not straight up. No, they was definitely giving up something else. Yeah, they were definitely giving up something else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. sure. But yeah, I just don't feel like you don't have to give up as much to get Lonzo, and you can still get the same effect with the pass first point guard. All right, bro. What's the next one?
The next one is who's under more pressure to make the playoffs, Steph Curry or Luka Doncic?
Luka. we really just talked about it. Like, he's under more pressure because he was deemed to be the face of the league after what we seen in the playoffs. And it's just that simple. Like, Steph had pressure coming into this season when Klay was still healthy. When Klay was healthy, it was just like, okay, everybody's coming back. A lot of people, I remember Stephen A was like, yeah, they're going to be up there with the Lakers and with the Clippers to be like on the top of the West. But once Klay got hurt, it was just like, that really took the pressure off of Steph. Like, if he makes the playoffs, cool. But a lot of people really didn't have them making the playoffs this season. So if he makes the playoffs, cool. But no pressure is really on him. Like I said before, I expected Luka to be the biggest threat, or the Mavs to be the biggest threat to the Lakers. And they're not doing that. So the pressure is definitely on Luka.
I agree. I voted Luka for this. By the way, Luka won this poll 72%. Steph had 28%. I just think Steph Curry has nothing else left to prove in his career as far as pressure wise. You're known as the greatest shooter to ever touch a basketball. Have multiple championships. You got multiple MVPs. The only winner.
But I feel like people were questioning if he can carry a team, like you were talking about earlier.
But he can't, bro. Steph is not that player. He's as great as Steph is. Steph is not a put the entire team on your back player. He's just not. And I don't feel like we have the right to hold that against him, because I feel like athletically, you have to be very skilled to be one of those players to carry a team like that. Joel Embiid, we can look at you and say, yeah, you got to carry this team if everybody else isn't doing that well. LeBron James, even a Russell Westbrook, was to match up positions right now. Russell Westbrook and Steph are both point guards, but Russell Westbrook's athleticism is out of this world to where you're like, hey, he can carry a team if we need him to. Steph doesn't give me that vibe, and defensively, he's not that strong. So I don't count on him to just carry a team like that. Luka can do it.
Not defensively. I think he's too slow. Yeah. But carry a team, yeah.
And Luka ain't even all that athletic, but he's more athletic than Steph Curry in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's really a style of play thing when it comes to the carrying the team. But Steph Curry doesn't have that dominate the ball style of play. The Harden did when he was in Houston. Luka has a strong dominant play style. Russell Westbrook the same way. And Steph Curry really doesn't have that style of play. To carry a team, you have to have that style of play. So just to go to your point where you were saying about carrying a team, Trae Young is carrying a team right now because he's dominating the ball. He's carrying this team because he's real dominant with the ball. So I think it can be done, but that's just not Steph Curry's game. Like Damian Lillard, you can consider him carrying a team because he's really dominant with the ball, even though he has a CJ. But Steph Curry has a different style of play. So with his style of play, when Draymond is really the point guard of that team, he can't really carry a team with that style of play. He can still be dominant, but just not the same way like a Russell Westbrook, a Luka, a Harden, and like a LeBron are. He just can't be that style of dominant, but he's dominant in his own way, the way he moves without the ball. So I feel like he can still carry, but not to the same extent of those other players.
We're gonna do these last three. Gonna squeeze these last three in.
Oh, you can do that LaMelo Ball one though.
All right, but LaMelo Ball will unanimously win Rookie of the Year, making him only the 6th player in NBA history to do so. Too wild or not too wild?
Too wild. I feel like Tyrese Halliburton is gonna get some votes. I don't think it will be unanimous, but I think LaMelo would definitely win though.
I think not too wild won this poll 71%. what we're seeing from LaMelo Ball is just special. I think you said it too, and a lot of other people deemed him the best ball brother before he even got to the NBA. And I feel like he's definitely proven that right now. It's just he has the Hornets. And first off, he got a starting position in the middle of the season. Like we have to applaud that. And he has the Hornets right now, what, 5th, I think, in the East?
6th, 5th or 6th, yeah.
Yeah, right behind Brooklyn at that, So I don't think we can overlook that, bro.
And they beat Brooklyn a couple times too.
And they got a chance to like really be a high-seeded playoff team in his first year there. Like I don't think we're gonna have too much of any votes at all for anybody else for Rookie of the Year. And you got the star power behind your name of being a ball brother and everything. So I feel like the star power plus the fact you're actually producing at a high level, LaMelo Ball will be undoubtedly the unanimous Rookie of the Year.
Like I said, I think people are seeing what Tyrese Halliburton is doing. Like, I don't think the Kings are as good as they are right now, 7th in the West without Tyrese Halliburton. Like, his impact, his clutch shots down the stretch, like this isn't the same old Kings, period. Even though De'Aaron Fox is having an all-star season, even if he was having this type of all-star season, they still need somebody like Halliburton. And I think people are noticing that as well. So I think he will get votes. But like you said, what LaMelo's doing is unprecedented, bro. And the question I asked before, is he the most impactful rookie since Bron? Isn't looking so crazy anymore.
It's not crazy. I just think, I honestly would have to give it till almost the end of the season before I truly give that answer. Right now, it's still too early to say that because Derrick Rose, Dwight Howard Dwight Howard went crazy as a rookie, but he was pretty impactful his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of players that you can honestly look at and be like, hey, I ain't finna say Melo out of all these years.
He said Russ can do what? Russ can carry a team. Russ could definitely carry a team now. We've seen it before. We're
not going to sit here and say he can win a championship like carrying a team, but making the playoffs and like possibly winning a series, Russ can definitely do that. We're not going to disrespect Russ like that. and he know I got Steph Curry for MVP too, so he know I'm being honest with that. Come on now. Come on.
All right, bro. This was one I forgot to say last week, but it was a good question. If Deshaun Watson is traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, is the Chiefs dynasty in trouble?
Oh yeah,
too wild or not too wild?
Damn, I did ask that. I honestly feel like it's not too wild to say that because if you put Deshaun Watson on this Raiders team did amazing this year. Even though they didn't make the playoffs, they put up a good competition against the Chiefs already. So I feel like if you just drop Deshaun Watson in that, or even if you do trade somebody, I feel adding Deshaun to that team still keeps you at a great advantage. You can definitely battle it out with the Chiefs every year, possibly win both games against them or split with them each year and have that battle for first or second in that AFC division that you will both be in. So I don't think that's too wild at all. Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs dynasty would definitely be in trouble as far as like how many times they win the division and how many times like they have to possibly meet them in the playoffs or something like that. It could definitely be disrupted.
I put too out just because what do you have to give up to get Deshaun? I feel like they don't have the assets to get Deshaun and still build on the pieces just to build on their weaknesses. They still have a lot of weaknesses on the defensive side of the ball. So I can't say that Deshaun comes in and all of their defensive concerns are going to be shored up, especially when you're going to be asked to give up a few first-round picks to get Deshaun Watson, and you're going to have to give up a Derek Carr. So even if it's Derek Carr and a couple of first-rounders, or if you're giving up Derek Carr and 3 first-rounders, those first-rounders can be used on defense. What you really need, your cornerbacks, your linebackers, has to be shored up to keep up with the Mahomes. Like, I think they had the worst secondary in the league this season. So you really can't keep up with Mahomes without a secondary, bro. So I think if you're giving up 3 first-rounders, even if you drive some good studs in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th rounds, you still need those first-round high-level studs to compete with Mahomes on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, your team going to be straight. You got Deshaun, Josh Jacobs, Henry Ruggs. I forgot my the other wide receiver name. You got some Aguilar. They got some good pieces with the Raiders, but defensively, I worry. So that's why I said it was too wild with that one. But that was a good question. I wanted to revisit though. And these boys talking junk, boy. They're talking about why you talking crazy. Why he couldn't carry your OKC? He did.
Oh, he definitely did.
He did. We're not saying carry him to a championship. We're just talking about carry.
Well, we're just saying carrying period, like in the playoffs. Like Russ, y'all better stop disrespecting Russ.
That's crazy. That's how they really be treating Russ too, bro.
Like, no, bro. This is why I said this months ago. Russ is the bad boy of the league, bro, and he knows he is. That's why Russ has that I don't give a fuck attitude a lot of times, because he know y'all be disrespecting him, bro. Ever since KD left, the Russ disrespect has gone through the roof, and
who did Russ have in OKC when Kevin Durant left? And he took that team to a 6th seed when he won MVP? What are we talking about? Is that not carrying a team?
Triple-double.
Averaging a triple-double. Is that not carrying a team? We're not saying carrying them to a championship.
Y'all better stop disrespecting my dog, bro.
That's crazy, bro. The disrespect is crazy,
Brody, bro. Y'all keep disrespecting Brody.
He's just a triple-double king? He got them to a 6th seed. Why not? Exactly. He got them to the playoffs in the Western Conference.
And can still win you a series. He may not win you 2 series, but he can at least get you a series in. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro. This boy talking about what's the Wizards' record. We ain't talking about the Wizards.
That's not the Wizards.
We're not talking about the Wizards. We're not talking about this Russ. We're talking about Russ can carry a team, though. That's what we're saying.
We're talking about a team that Russ has been there with, not a team that he just got traded to and he ain't have no say-so or no input on who's around him at all whatsoever. No, that's not what we're talking about right now.
Man, y'all disrespecting Russ.
That MAGA era is still over there. No. That MAGA era is disrupting Bradley Beal's mind. He doesn't want to leave.
Bruh, that's crazy.
Honestly, you know the MAGA era up there. I told
Look at these boys in the comments. They talking about they said he had Victor Oladipo. They said Russ is a stat patter. That's why he had PG-13. He had PG and Melo. He said he's trash. He ran PG-13 out of town. Y'all really hate Russ. That's crazy. Y'all really hate Russ, bro.
Y'all just Russ so hard. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This is real.
The way y'all talking, you would think he ain't a Hall of Famer. Y'all niggas talking.
So ask this question next. Is Russell Wilson is Russell Westbrook a first ballot Hall of Famer? Answer that question right now.
Easily.
Because if any of y'all niggas say no, I swear to God.
Bro, easily, bro. Easily.
Y'all dead ass for to say no to this question.
Come on, bro. He easily is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Russell Westbrook a first round Hall of Famer? And the answer better be yes, unanimously.
That's y'all really hate Russ. It's crazy, bro.
It's sad, bro. He the bad boy of the league. I'm not surprised.
That's really crazy, bro. Let's move on to the next one, bro. Let's talk about these All-Stars, bro. Let's just run off the All-Stars. If y'all want to hear our reasons and all that, definitely listen to Q&E radio tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I'm finna go to my you want me to do mine first, or you gonna do yours first?
Yeah, do your East starters. We're gonna do it how we did yesterday.
All right, my starters in the East for the All-Star game. Here we go. Y'all finna look at me crazy. James Harden, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, and Clint Capella. Them my starters for the Eastern All-Stars. Go ahead, get your starters.
Bro, please, bro. I really wanted him to say this on the pod because I wanted y'all to really dig in his shit and really get it. I wanted y'all to dig in his shit. Clint Capella should not be in an All-Star game, bro. He should not be in an All-Star game. I don't care what y'all saying in the comments. He should not be in the All-Star game above a Julius Randle, above a DeMontis Sabonis, a Bam. You have him starting over Giannis.
Only got him starting over Giannis because I got KD, Joel Embiid. Yeah, I got KD and Joel Embiid in. I don't need Giannis in at the same time. What do you mean
you don't need Giannis? You have to go by who's an All-Star, bro. Not how it fits in the lineup.
An All-Star for me. So yes.
You don't go by how it fits in the lineup.
Yes, you do. You got to win the game.
And how does that even fit? How does Joel Embiid and Capella fit better than a Giannis and an Embiid?
Don't ask me all that right now.
No, answer that shit. Answer that.
Just get your starters.
That's crazy, bro.
All these questions.
All right, bro. Let me go off my starters. So I got the real Eastern Conference starters. I got Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kyrie Irving. That is my starting 5 for the Eastern Conference. That's crazy. Right. Please tell this nigga he tripping, bro. He tripping like a bitch. He tripping.
Yes,
he tripping. Where is Giannis? Thank you. Where's Giannis, bro? Bam or Randall? He didn't even put Randall in there, bro.
I'm gonna get my reserves right now.
Give your reserves. Give your East reserves.
Thank you, Jonathan. I'm glad you asked. Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Bam, Trae Young, Kyrie Irving, and Fred VanVleet. That's my reserves for the East.
He really said Fred VanVleet over Zach LaVine. I really want y'all to sink it. Let that sink in y'all brain.
That's possibly the only snub you can say I have. That's the only snub.
Julius Randle. My boy said Randle right here.
That's the only snub you can say I have.
Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, your boy say you tripping, dog.
Okay.
Let me give on my reserves. So I got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, DeMontis Sabonis, Trae Young, James Harden, Zach LaVine, and Julius Randle. The only person like I feel like was snubbed was Bam. So I can see why bro said Bam, but it was really between Bam or Sabonis. And I feel like since Sabonis is ranked higher in the Eastern Conference, I gave Sabonis the nod. That's the only reason. But Bam is definitely all-star. What the fuck is going on? He said, "Can't wait to hear the West."
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, my boy.
Go ahead with the West starters, bro. Go ahead with the West
starters. Steph Curry, Luka, Kawhi, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. Those are my West starters. Go ahead, get yours. Ain't nothing wrong with my five.
Anthony Davis over Jokic, huh?
Yes. Go
MVP
ahead.
candidate Jokic. All right.
Go ahead.
Once again, I want y'all to let that sink in. All right. I got Steph, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, Bron, and Jokic. Jokic should definitely be started. Definitely be started.
Anyways.
And give your reserves.
My West reserves. Jokic, Devin Booker, Rudy Gobert, Paul, Donovan Mitchell, and Chris Paul. Got to put CP3 in there.
So I got Devin Booker, De'Aaron Fox, disrespectful, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, Paul, and Donovan Mitchell. That is my bench.
It's the fact we both said Paul was such enthusiasm.
Yeah, bro. Man. But I just feel like Gobert, you can say Gobert was snubbed. CP3, you had CP3 though. CP3 wasn't on my list. Christian Wood is somebody who should be an all-star, but I don't think he has the name to be one.
And for the East, we didn't mention Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton is putting on a great performance right now in Cleveland, but it's Cleveland, bro, and he don't really got the name yet. So that's why I don't feel it's a snub to not have him in, but he'll get in soon. He's still real young. He got a lot of opportunities.
Hey, y'all answer this question for me though. Hey, appreciate that, bro. But y'all answer this question for me though. Who is an all-star? Who is more of an all-star? Fred VanVleet or Colin Sexton? Please let me know. Let me know right now in the comments.
You know the answer to this question.
No, let me know. I really want y'all to know. Go look at the stats. Go look at the impact. I really want y'all to give me a true answer.
I'll put the stats up right now. You go to the next topic. I'll be looking up. Fred VanVleet.
Go ahead, bro. Next topic was just Dennis Smith Jr. and his trade. So just let off the stats, bro. I really want y'all to answer this question. Who is more of an all-star, Colin Sexton or Fred VanVleet?
Fred VanVleet is averaging this year 20 points. How many rebounds? 6 assists, 6.5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals a game. And then Colin Sexton, let's look at
stats. 20, so 20 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals.
Yes. And then Colin Sexton right here. Come on, we at.
I think he averaged about 25 though. What's
that? 23 points. Well, 24 because it's 23.6. So 24 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists.
You didn't read on my man steals? No steals on there? But my bro said Sexton. My bro said right now Sexton because I feel he's more consistent.
1 steal. He averaging 1 steal.
1 steal. He said right now, I think it's Sexton right now, bro. If I was to pick who's an all-star between those two, I think I would go with Sexton because of some of the performances that he's had during the season. I know Fred VanVleet had his 54-point game, career high, but I think he's had a bigger performance this year. And he's having this Cleveland team who I think really was not expected to be good at all this year. They're fighting to be in that play-in game. Him and Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen is a good little mix in Cleveland right now. So I really like what I see.
I just think VanVleet has improved a lot, and I feel like Fred do be snapping. I think he's improved a lot, and I feel he can definitely be a number 2 player on any all-star team. I honestly feel that with Van Vliet. No disrespect to Colin Sexton, though. He definitely been putting on a great performance, like I said.
All right, but let's move on to the next one. All I wanted to say here is Dennis Smith Jr. is freed, and his career will be revived in Detroit. Mark my words. The D-Rose for Dennis Smith. Trust me.
I ain't going to say revived.
Revived. He will be averaging 15 points and 5 assists by the end of this season. Mark my words. His career will be revived, and we will see the real player Dennis Smith can be. He's going to have some big nights. Trust me, he's going to have some big nights in Detroit.
Revived is a strong word.
They have no guards. They have no guards. So he's going to get all the PC over there. We're going to see the player he is. We're going to see the real player.
I have high hopes, but I'm not going to throw words like that out there.
I'm going to say revive, bro. He was there. He wasn't getting any playing time for the Knicks. He was talking about going to the G League. So now he's about to be I feel like he's about to be the starter soon for the Detroit Pistons. And we're going to see the player he can be, man. I love it for Dennis Smith, man. High school legend who really got a raw deal in the NBA, bro. He went to the Mavericks. He did good in his first year. Then they drafted Luka. Luka really ran that nigga out of town. He went to New York. New York really did not play that nigga. So he really got forgotten about. So now he can revive his career in then we got traded to Detroit. So shout out to Dennis Smith, bro. And Derrick Rose got traded to
New York.
New York. You think that's a good pickup?
I don't watch the Knicks. I don't like y'all gonna hear me say that throughout this entire season. I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna voluntarily.
You can tell the impact, bro. That's what I'm saying with Randall, bro.
It's the Knicks. It's the same thing with the Cavs. I like Colin Sexton. I look at his highlights, but it's the Cavs. I'm not gonna sit and watch the Cavs play basketball. I'm just not. I don't care. I don't really know. It's just not happening. It's not. I'm sorry, Dallas fans. I don't care.
Bro, Dallas really came back on the Hawks. These boys were down by like damn near 20 at one point. They're up by 5. Crazy. Let's move on to social media wants to know. Got a good one for the day. For the next 5 years, who would you rather have? LaMelo Ball or Ja Morant?
Y'all
let me know in the comments.
For the next 5 years, Ball or Morant?
I got LaMelo.
I'm gonna go with Melo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I love Ja Morant, but I gotta go with LaMelo Ball.
And you know something that scared me about Ja? We talked about it in the preseason episode. His athleticism scares me because he gives me so many D-Rose flashbacks where I'm like, your athleticism, you have to round out your game more because you're using your athleticism a little too much and you're so reckless with it. You're so violently athletic, bro. Like you hit the ground. We already seen you had a twisted ankle earlier this season, and I'm scared for more injuries. Knock on wood. Obviously, don't want him to get injured, but I'm scared for more injuries like that if he doesn't round out his game and use less athleticism. So I don't want that. And that's something I don't have to worry about with LaMelo. I feel like LaMelo, he has a well-rounded game right now. He's making a lot of shots. He was said not to be a shooter coming into the season, and he's hitting shots. So, hey, he got the floater. He got the assist game.
Passing game? Oh, my God. Bro, Melo passed like he's been in the league already for like 2-3 years, bro. Like his passing is just crazy right now. Like I said, I feel he finna be the unanimous rookie of the year. I honestly see it coming.
But no shots to Ja, because like I said, Ja almost carried his team to the playoffs last year. But I think LaMelo, I don't have to worry about the injuries. Like I'm just scared for that with Ja, though. That's the only thing. My boys here said Melo too. All right, we're all on the same page here.
I know he's upset right now because his precious Lonzoski Ball is not the best ball brother anymore.
That's my man too. Hey, I'm with you on that one, boy. Hey, Michael Porter, I'm with you on that one, my boy. I love Lonzo. Lonzo doing his thing right now too. It's going under the radar, but Lonzo really doing his thing right now. Last 5-6 games. So when he get traded to the Clippers, he about to do his thing.
You listen to Lonzo music?
Not at all.
He is a diehard Lonzo Ball listening to his music and everything. I'm like, this boy love Lonzo too much.
Nah, I don't listen to his music.
Can't rap. That man can't rap.
He can't. Oh, bro. I remember that. Didn't he have like a Cool's diss track or some shit like that?
Yes, like he did.
Yeah. That was the only time I listened to him.
Man can't rap, bro. Honestly, you gotta stop listening to that man.
That shit funny, bro. That
you rap better than him. How can you just sit there and listen to somebody you know you rap better than?
Man. I had a hard time giving that up too, but after seeing LaMelo, bro, he's just way more aggressive than Lonzo. Yeah. He knows how to pick his spots better than Lonzo as well. So So I got to give it to DeMelo, what I'm saying right now. But I love Lonzo. Lonzo is still my favorite, but the best, got to give it to DeMelo. So let's move on to entertainment and current events. I really only have one thing for this, and you already know what it is. The Gorilla Glue lady.
Crazy.
She was the real deal, the talk of the town. This lady got, you know the story. Go ahead, let's go.
Basically, this lady needed some glue for her hair to stay down. Her dumb ass, I think did she go to Home Depot? I think she went to Home Depot.
I think she already had it in her house.
Or whatever, however the hell she got it. She had some Gorilla Glue spray, and it clearly says on the bottle in the warning labels and everything to not get it on your skin, eyes, all that type of stuff.
Oh, man.
She sprayed it all over her head smooth as a baby's bottom, but not in a good way. Had to go to the emergency room, get acetone put on it and all that. Now she's going through the treatment of like cutting her hair and like trying to get the glue all the way out and everything. I feel like she just gonna have to shave her completely.
You heard she got paid yesterday?
By who?
She got paid by some. I think she got paid $12,000 yesterday, bro.
It
By
could've been
somebody.
by Gorilla Glue, because Gorilla Glue put that statement out. They put that statement out, damn, they're saying we're not gonna give you money because we clearly have warning labels that say don't do this.
Bro, I heard she got paid yesterday, bro.
They
Damn.
must have been in the hospital or somebody. She must have.
Oh my God, bro.
It had to be a GoFundMe or something. Because if Gorilla Glue paid,
It might have been GoFundMe. It might have been GoFundMe.
It had to, because Gorilla Glue put out a whole statement saying we put warning labels on all of our bottles. We sorry for this situation, but we're not giving you no money.
Because they shouldn't give her no money. That's stupid. That's you. It has a clear warning label that says do not use this on your skin at the fuck all.
Exactly.
And you using that shit? Like, bro.
Right.
You're not getting any money out of me, sir. You're not getting any money out of me. Fuck out of here. That's some stupid shit. She had one bottle that said like hair relaxer. I don't know what the fuck it was. And then you pick up Gorilla Glue and thinks, man, this shit finna be clean. Let me kill this shit.
And she been using glue remover as well to super glue remover to get some. So she going through a whole process right now. Prayers to her though, because that is really scary. That's your head. That's very tender skin up there and
she
all
need
that.
To cut her shit. Stop playing with it.
That's the best thing to do. But you can't just automatically cut it. You got to kind of treat it, and like when you get to the part the way you can cut it, you can't just put razors on it and cut it because it's gluey and sticky, right?
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
She says she milking this shit. Hell yeah, she making money off this. Did she make a YouTube channel? Her IG going crazy though. I see her IG going crazy.
She have followers and shit. Yeah.
She got management in her bio now, so she making money off this shit. She making money off this shit for sure, bro.
Stupid shit you can do nowadays to get fame and money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even on accident. Just I can't blame her because she taking advantage of the opportunity. I think she had a doctor offer to help. She said it may take to. God damn.
I'm not surprised because this shit she kept it in there for a month. When you keep some shit in there for a month, that shit is laid down, bro. That shit is laid the fuck down, bro. So it's gonna take like a month of acetone to actually get that shit to relax, actually get that shit to get cut the fuck off.
Have to be on your Prince type shit.
Yeah, she finna be. Oh, bro. Like you said, prayers to that lady, but I don't feel sorry for her because, like,
I don't feel sorry for her.
Yeah, because it's stupid as fuck. Like, I can't. Like, it's just stupid as fuck, bro. Nobody would do that. Gorilla Glue. Come on,
crazy. And it was another thing I wanted to talk about for social media wants to know. That one girl, like I think this was like yesterday or 2 days ago. This one girl tweeted a picture of herself with all 50 schools that she got accepted into, and it was a lot of people on social media like really bashing her for that, like saying you.
I seen that. Yeah,
you took spots away from other students who could have got in, and then other people was like, you wasted thousands of dollars applying to all these schools, and you only finna pick one. Like everybody was just going ham on her and just ignoring the fact that a young black woman like got accepted into 50 colleges. I feel like that's an accomplishment at the end of the day, because just how she got told yes 50 times, she could have got told no 49 times and only got accepted into one. You know what I'm saying? And I highly doubt she paid for every single one of those applications. There had to be a couple that might have been free or maybe only been so many dollars, like $10, $15.
But even if she did, like, y'all mad at her for having the resources to be able to pay for all that shit? If she got the money, what's the problem? Like,
what if her family got enough money to be like, yeah, we could pay $25, $30, $40 for an application, and you want to do 50? We'll give you how much money it is to pay for 50. If they got money like that to do that, then let them do that. people just be hating, bro. Like
I said, niggas real deal be just me miserable as hell because there's nothing wrong with that, bro. It's really not. It's really not. I wouldn't do that because that shit was a lot of money. I remember, I didn't even want to pay for those folks.
I don't got the funds to possibly be told no that many times. I don't got the funds for that. You know, even being told yes, because I still got to choose one school at the end of the day. So I don't know. I don't got the resources. Maybe if I did, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll do it. But since I don't, I wouldn't.
She got accepted to all schools too?
All 50 schools.
Oh, wow. That's what's up. So she's smart then. Like, y'all mad at her for being smart and having the resources. That's really what y'all mad about.
I'm pretty sure she got full rides to some of them. Like, maybe not all of them, but some of them, I'm sure.
That's crazy, dog. Niggas mad. Y'all should, especially she was black too, if I remember right. She was black. And we trying to tear her down for what?
It was a lot of white people in the comments too, though. It was a lot of white people. It was some
This is Black History Month. We ain't listening to none of that shit.
It was some black people hating on her, but it was a lot of white people in the comments too. So
white people, y'all privileged ass need to get the fuck out of my comment section. Y'all need to get the fuck out of my comment section, dog. What the fuck? I would have broke. If I was that girl, I would have been tearing those white asses up, dog. They don't get on my shit, bruh. I can understand the little hood people, bro. They mad because they don't got the resources. But white people and y'all privileged ass need to get the fuck out of my comments with that bullshit, bro. For real. Y'all need to go on the fuck out of here, man. That's crazy. I thought it was some niggas in her comments. That's some white people. Come on, dog.
It wasn't that video.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all done really disrespected that girl. Shout out to her for getting all them schools. I wish she could take all them spots. That's crazy, dog.
Look at y'all privileged ass,
bro. Privileged ass in her comments, bro. Them niggas probably got all 4 rides and they talking shit about her. Oh, come on, dog. That crazy.
Was the funny shit the whole day. Oh my god,
that shit be crazy, bro. Cause that's some shit that really be niggas be mad when they see people have things, bro, or see people have resources. Niggas just be mad for no reason.
No reason, like, bro.
Damn, just cause your situation ain't like that, don't mean you gotta hate on the next nigga, bro. Like that don't mean you gotta hate. That's crazy, dog. Especially the white folks. I'm really mad you told me that. I'm really mad you told me there was white people that was in her comments. I'm really mad about that shit, bro. That's crazy. Y'all niggas was whipping our ass for centuries. Y'all niggas talking about y'all mad about her getting into 50 schools. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here, come on, bro. Man, we get about our reparations. Yeah. That's our reparations, getting into 50 schools. Fuck out of here.
Oh my god, you just went on a whole rant.
That's crazy, bro. Because they really be trying to black folks who doing well in this world, bro. Trying to tear us down some way.
Oh,
crazy
man.
Fuck, bro.
Crazy as fuck. Anyways,
let's move on, bro.
Show reviews coming up.
Yeah.
You don't know by now, we are reviewing WandaVision. Episode 6 comes out Friday. So make sure you tune in to all of our show reviews leading up from episode 1 all the way to 5 so you can see our theories and our predictions on what's to come. Very good show if you haven't watched it yet. If you're not into Marvel, might as well get into it now because we got a lot of Marvel stuff coming up in the future. You got Loki, you got Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all that Eternals. Like we're really finna get in space and we really finna get into all of the strong Marvel comic characters. We done fantasized the MCU for so long, but now we gotta make the MCU show love to the comic world for real, and like
because these really aren't the main characters that we've seen or that we've grown up with. These are like some new people. Like I don't even remember these dudes. Like Wanda, like Pietro. Like who are these people?
I remember them like from comic books and stuff. Like because she wasn't just called Wanda, she was Scarlet Witch, and he was Quicksilver with the X-Men and all that type of stuff. And then you got Galactus, which we seen in Doctor Strange. Like he might play a bigger part later down the line in movies.
And I think Silver Surfer had referenced him as well.
Silver Surfer, like all of them. So we finna see a lot of strong characters that you don't usually see in Marvel. So I'm ready for all that. But we gotta review One Night in Miami. We gotta do Snowfall coming up. We gotta do Tiger Doc. We got a lot of movie and show reviews coming up for y'all.
And we got Malcolm and Marie. Hey, let me know if y'all watched that. I had watched that. I think I watched it on Saturday too.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Let me know before we get out of here. Let me know how y'all felt about Malcolm and Marie though. Let me know because I want to know if y'all feel the same way I feel about Malcolm and Marie. Because I really felt like they was arguing. Like
it was Zendaya and who else? Who was the dude?
Boy from Tenet, Denzel's son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like they was having like different variations of the same argument. I was like, damn, like I'm kind of happy with this shit, boy. Niggas was arguing about this. I'm like, all right, bro. Like 10 minutes go by, back to another argument. 10 minutes go by, argument. God damn. All right, bro. I'm cool. All right, bro. And damn, is there anything else we need to review? I think that's it.
Nah, that's it. I think.
I think that's it. And what you got for Pass the Ox, bro?
Pass the Ox. I was on my Big Sean flow for the past few days, so I'm gonna say "Lucky Me" by Big Sean.
Lucky Me by Big Sean. Jesus, boy, what I've been funking this week. I might have to go back to Pleasure P. Boyfriend number 2. I might have to go to Pleasure P, bro. I honestly have not stopped listening to that album in the last 2 or 3 weeks. That album has definitely been in heavy rotation, so I'm definitely rocking out with that one. I don't know why Boyfriend number 2, but that's just it. Side nigga anthem for a minute. All right, bro. I think that's it. You can definitely go ahead with the social media.
Y'all can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at QANDE Podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you can see anytime that we drop new episodes. Our Snapchat, QE Podcast, and our Gmail is QANDE Podcast at gmail.com for any business inquiries, questions, or concerns.
Yes, sir. And subscribe to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We appreciate all you guys for listening. Denisha, Boyfriend number 2 should be everybody's song. I'm telling you, that shit funk, what? That's crazy. Quincy, man, for real. Yeah, that shit kind of got me hot. So we're just gonna leave it on that note. We appreciate y'all for listening, and we out. Peace.
Crazy.